Alright, here are my thoughts on the KelTec PF9. I've shot this gun for a while. I purchased this a short time ago. Took it out to the range a few times, shot it. Um, Tried it out, carried it around a little bit. And I gotta say, I'm not impressed at all. I know there's a lot of people out there that like the PF9 because of the size, the slimness, the fact that it's a 9mm. But I'm just not impressed with it. After dealing with a few problems with it, uh, just kind of looking at it for what it is, there's a lot better options out there, in my opinion. And I think people put too much stock in the fact that it's slim, which it is. It's a very slim, lightweight gun. You can see the size right here. I do have a +1 extension just because my hands are really big, which has created some issue. But the KelTec PF9, some people have them and they work just fine for them, but for me, I'm not interested in this type of handgun at all. Now, my first issue with the KelTec PF9 with this particular one is, as it came from the factory, it would not extract around hardly at all from the chamber. The extractor spring was way too weak. In fact, I got another one, and there are 2 extractor springs in it right now, as it sits. And you can see one of them I actually bent a little bit, just to add a little bit more tension to the extractor. Now it extracts just fine. Maybe there's another root cause for the gun not extracting, but that seems to be a common problem with the KelTec PF9. And that is the extractor tension is just not enough to reliably kick the round out. It's an easy fix. I went and I ordered, along with the +1 base plates that you see on the magazines, I ordered a couple more extractor springs, and they cost about $1 each. So it's a quick, easy, inexpensive fix. But the point is, coming from the factory, it should not be in that condition. And I know there's a lot of people out there that's going to say, hey, my PF9 shoots just fine, I have no issues. Well, there's also a decent amount of people that have said, hey, mine have had extractor issues. It's actually a pretty common problem if you research it. A lot of people having issues with this. The other problem I had is it's mainly with these +1 base plates. And I could solve this problem by taking the base plates off, but if I do that, the gun is just a little bit too small in my hands. I have larger hands, so if I took the +1 base plates off, it just had the 2-finger grip. I run into problems with consistent recoil control on this gun. The recoil isn't excessive, but it is pretty stout for a little 9mm, especially if you run defensive loads through it. And if you only have a 2-finger grip, you run into some problems with real fast follow-on shots because you're having to adjust your grip a little bit and it takes longer to get back on target. That's just the nature of the beast with a small gun like this. Well, one way to control it a little bit is if you can get a +1 extension of some sort, and it allows you to get a full hand grip around the gun. Helps with follow-on shots, recoil control, all that good stuff. Well, the problem with these is they fit just fine, and 8 rounds go in just fine, but during shooting, the mag for some reason pops out a little bit, just like so. And at first, I thought it was because maybe my hand was bumping the magazine release. So I paid extra attention to how I was holding the firearm and tried different ways of holding it, but every now and again it would still bump that magazine out. So I'm not sure exactly what it is. Maybe the magazine, under recoil, it's kicking that magazine release over. I'm not sure. But I can tell you, I've been moving my hand around and I'm not actuating the magazine release, but it's still popping that magazine out every now and then. So for me, the issues kind of pretty much kill the KelTec as far as a good option for me. I just wanted to let some people know about the problems that I've encountered with this. The accuracy is just fine. I haven't had any issues with the trigger reset or anything like that. Again, with the extractor, once I put in that extra extractor spring on there, it's working just fine. Again, I don't know if that was the only problem, just a weak design. of the extractor spring, or maybe there's something else that's more of a root cause that's causing this thing not to extract from the factory. Uh, Semi-automatics, everything has to be timed pretty well in relation to the function of the semi-automatic for it to work properly. So if something's a little bit off, recoil spring, maybe the chamber isn't polished good, if there's something a little bit off, it can throw other things off and can cause issues. But I do know the double extractor springs on there did work, and that's what a lot of other people have done. It just sucks that I have to do that. It should be coming from the factory in working condition. I've had high points that I've bought that run better than this straight from the factory, and that says quite a bit. So in any case, I just wanted to let you guys know some of the issues I've had with this KelTec. The KelTec works for many people, and there are a lot of PF9s out there that run extremely well, and they make good self-defense guns, but this one does not, in my opinion. I can't trust it. I'm one of those people, if I have too many issues with a firearm, I just can't trust it ever again. So that's just me. I'll be moving on to something else. I just wanted to let you guys know my experience for the KelTec PF9 hasn't been exactly the best. So, alright, thanks a lot for watching, and as always, stay safe.